Kevin Stefanski talked about the upcoming opponent, Jacksonville, though they'll be here Sunday. Here's Kevin Stefanski on the Jaguars.
Really good football team. Playoff team last year, leading their division this year. Talented football players, talented coaches. I know a lot of their coaches. I think Doug does a great job with their team, with their offense. Really a huge challenge. Just the way they have schemed up their run and their pass, a huge challenge. Defensively, Coach Caldwell does an awesome job. They're playing at a very high level, physical. Great players at all levels of the defense, an impressive unit. So a tough matchup.
And Lance, Jacksonville's been healthy all year. Now they're a little banged up. So Travis Etienne nursing some rib cartilage issues, played through it on Monday night. Christian Kirk, leading receiver, he's out, core muscle surgery. High ankle sprain for Trevor Lawrence. They're really good quarterback. They still have Evan Ingram, talented tight end, and Calvin Ridley. When you look at it, though, Browns are not a team you want to face on the road with a quarterback who's hobbled.
Yeah, so you look at early kind of getting going on the scouting report here as I first couple days in here. Ingram's a really good player. He had his first touchdown last week, but he's a really, really good player. Calvin Ridley has not lived up to his potential yet. He's got a ton of skill, and you can see when he catches the ball and gets the ball in space, he's going to do some jet sweeps. He's going to do some things. The thing that interests me that all of us coaches have to do when you lose your starting quarterback is a lot of things they do. Trevor Lawrence is getting into that elite category, in my opinion. His arm talent, his ability to move in the pocket. So a lot of things they do revolve around him. Just like the Browns with Deshaun Watson, when you lose a guy like that, you have to adjust because there's only certain players that can make the throws that these elite guys do or make the plays these elite guys do. So, C.J. Beathard, Iowa guy, very consistent. He's not flashy if he has to play. But this is a tough game, a tough defense to play if you're a backup. And it's a tough defense to play if you got a bum ankle. So, I think Kirk is a great player. I liked his film. Him being out really hurts them. Defensively, they don't have any. They don't have a ton of guys who are elite, but they have a bunch of guys who are really good. So, I think the matchup is very good for the Browns. I think getting Ward back is very, very important for the Cleveland defense. You can see not having that elite shutdown guy is very, very tough in a Jim Short scheme.
Yeah, and again, with Ward, he goes on Ridley, and you feel pretty good about that matchup if you're the Browns. And I'm not saying he's going to shut him down, but you feel much better if you have Denzel Ward on Calvin Ridley.
Well, yeah, and then you got Martin Emerson who can take Ingram. They do a lot of different things with Ingram, and they'll do a lot more with him. He's a pretty talented guy. He kind of fits in that Travis Kelce role. I even hit David Njoku, but the ability to split out, play multiple position, play in the slot. So, Emerson is that guy in the red zone. If you get a guy with a big body, can cover in the red zone. Ward can take care of Ridley. Ward's as good. Ward's healthy, Ward is as good as it gets, and he can cover just about anybody in the NFL. Their run game, ETN, is very, very good. They're average after that. They're very creative in their run game, very much like Kevin Stefanski. So their base, they'll do some different things, and they'll tag some different things, but the Browns match up very well. Without Lawrence, this is the game that if Lawrence doesn't play, the Browns should win this football game.
All right, when you look at them defensively, Cincinnati with their backup quarterback Jake Browning had a lot of success moving the football. What are some areas that you think the Browns can take advantage of Jacksonville's defense?
Well, it's vertical run game, right? So it's what the Browns do. The thing about the Browns, they're getting to the point where they have to do what they do. They're talented enough. So there's an old adage, you win with people, right? And when you have better people, and the Browns have really good people on the offensive line, so they need to vertically run the football. And like I said, they're getting to the point for them that if they can play at their highest level, they'll be as good or better than anybody they play. And that includes the top teams in the AFC. They just have to play at an elite level. They have to play close to the best. They have to shorten the game now without Watson. They have to shorten the game without Chubb. But they can do that. Their guards and center are elite. Their defense is elite. And they need to make sure that they are all on the same page protecting each other. The Jaguars' defense is good, but they gave up a lot of run. They gave up a lot of interior vertical displacement where they got moved back a bunch. They rushed the passer pretty well. But they're not real super physical in terms of point of attack. They'll hit you. They're very physical in that aspect, but they can be moved. Their DTs can be moved a little bit, and where they struggle is where the Browns are strong, especially with those double teams inside. So the Browns got to vertically run the game, make it a boring football game. I say this over and over again. Boring doesn't mean bad. Boring means run the ball, shorten the game, get it to 2nd 4, take your shots when needed, max protects. Browns got guys to do that now, and I, again, you got to play well. I thought the Browns would play well against the Rams. They didn't. They got outplayed, and sometimes you give the other team other credit, but I think the Browns are going to be fine.